Hello everybody, welcome back to a new episode of 3 or 4 or Wifey. Today discussing the niche internet celebrity e-girl known as Ella Maulding on the internet. Guys, this is going to be a very niche topic interest. And just as a disclaimer, none of my friends that may or may not have mutual contacts with Ella Maulding told me to do this. This is completely out of my own volition. Do not think about it either which way. Anyhow, this girl is known for having big tits, tan skin. A lot of guys are interested. We're going to break down, is she worth wifing up? Because a lot of people I know considered it very, very, very much. So let's go and break this girl down and see what we're working with exactly. So she's like coming in as the like trad, Republican Christian girl. So we're going to break down what's going on exactly. So she had a TikTok career. A lot of her stuff got taken out. Let's just watch a TikTok and see what happens. It's not fucking letting me log in. Okay.
Aren't free under Trump's America, but you voted for a white segregationist who's been in office for 47 years and hasn't done anything for black people except, his 1994 crime bill.
Okay, so this is going to be a motif with this girl. She has a fascination with black people. So people call her Honkers McCoalburner. And a very handsome, intelligent Latino guy came up with that like a year ago, and it turns out to be true. She's over here simping because Joe Biden is the real racist. And you could say, oh, this video is a year old or something. It could be. I don't know when it's from. I know Ella from like years ago, like as in like I saw her TikToks back then, and they were cringe the whole time. So let's see what's going on. We're going to overlook this fact. So let's cut that out. We'll go through the Instagram and the Twitter because the Twitter has a bunch of bangers. And by bangers, I mean I'll banger and delete the Twitter, please, because the social media footprint does not help out the wife case. Anyhow, so we have this picture. So what do we think of this? Low key, look, she's pretty kind of, but the problem is that she's a little bit masculine. She has a Lalo jawline, and it only looks good on me, bud. So, and then look at this. Alt-right terrorist. So this is her optics, right? So you want a girlfriend that's not going to get you on the SPLC, on the ADL, but apparently this girl's just alt-right calling her a terrorist. Like, okay, you idiot. And then she says, yeah, I'm the extremist sarcastically. It's like, you ought not put that on Twitter. And look at this, 2.1 million views. So it's evident that, just based off of her physicality, the big tits, the voluptuousness, you can say, you know what, this girl's hot. But she only has 20,000 followers on Twitter. So there's a disconnect here. It means, you could theoretically, if you had my charisma, if you had somebody else's charisma, you could have millions of viewers, but instead you have tens of thousands at most because you're not an interesting person, Ella. And we have several topics to broach here. So already with this transformer, and there's a subculture of people I know from Texas that like to go to these trans shows, kids shows. Why? Like, if it's wrong, then don't go around it. And you're like, oh, I'm going to expose it. Like, what, are you going to go to a strip club and be like, I'm going to expose these whores? That would actually be better. I would way prefer that. But instead, you want to go and stand next to, like, some 6'3" fucking white guy with balls. Like, dude, are you disgusting or what, Ella? Gross. All right. Let's keep going. More trans stuff. Let's keep going. All right. Let's keep going. Okay. Look, see, there's a problem. Like, she's objectively handsome is the issue. You look at this girl and it's like, she's just kind of handsome. It looks like she has a little bit of a mustache, low key. I don't want to be an asshole, but it's like, hey, like, let's just zoom in. Like, bruh. And her teeth are fucking huge. She kind of looks like the Buckeyes mascot, which is like the Costco equivalent of a gas station in Dallas. It's looking pretty egregious. Nigga's looking like a beaver over here. I'd still smash, but it's like, I'm just bringing up the Carfax and see what's going on. And guys, mind you, I know a lot more about this girl than you would assume. Like, I know a lot of shit. I know a lot about Justin Jefferson. I know a lot about college running backs. I know a lot of the lore, but I'm not going to get into that because we want to avoid some embarrassment for some important parties, friends of the show. But the fact is that she has a long track record of getting blacked. And moreover, again, she deals with white guys, but it's like, if you deal with a black guy and you're a conservative and like you're supposed to be kind of like racial or something, like, again, like what are your fetishes, woman? And there's this video made by, I think, Tariq Nasheed, where he's going through the timeline of Ella Maulding, coincidentally not knowing the backstory. And he's like, damn, this girl looks like she loves black cock. And yes, that is perverse. Like, get your black mind out of the gutter, you pervert, Tariq Nasheed. But at the same time, he's actually onto something because evidently she's into black guys. And mystery meat, darker than me. Is she interested in this? No, she's probably interested in this fucking shirt. Okay, black. Black as a motherfucker. Anyhow, let's keep going through this. And here's another problem. You look at her timeline. And it's more of this shit right here. The UV is 10, yet again, lather in your black woman hairspray and get in the sun. We do a little bit of cultural appropriating. So this is how tan her skin is. She's putting on fucking olive oil for black people or something. And it's like, bruh, like, is this your Aryan wife? And again, I'm not the one to talk because I'm fine with the brown chick, obviously. Look at me, girls. Anyway, the point is that, you know, there's a lot of guys that are like autistic, racist, like on the internet, and they still sim for Ella Maulding. I could name them right now, but I won't flame you. But it's like, you gotta be kidding me. So we'll keep moving. And again, I haven't even prepared the video. I'm just looking at the timeline for what it is. All right. So let's keep going. So she goes to these protests. That's okay. You can tell she mirrored the picture, by the way, because of the life being, you know, in the other sense. You know what I mean? So she's trying to look good, which I guess is fine. You know, you're a girl, purportedly. So I guess that checks out. So anyway, let's look at the media. Let's see some pics. Right now, look at this. Her profile is Saved by Jesus. Look, that's fine, but at the same time, for a girl to announce her Christianity is kind of gay, and it's a pick-me sort of thing, right? Like, a very modest girl, number one, wouldn't even be on the internet, and number two, even if she were, it'd be in a very low-key decorum sort of sense. So she's wrong for that already. So keep this in mind. And then you look at the other thing, America First. That's somewhat ambiguous, so whatever. And then Unhinged. Again, Unhinged? How? And yeah, do we love guilty pleasure pussy? Do we like BPD pussy? Look, we're young guys. We understand the guilty pleasure aspect. It's hot. But the fact is that realistically speaking, when you're talking about unhinged, bitch, you're supposed to be a Christian. You're LARPing as a Christian. And it's like, oh, but I'm unhinged. How about I fucking smack you? How about you actually behave and get off the internet? But instead you're talking about, I'm unhinged, but also I'm a good trad wife. Pick one. Because right now you're setting yourself up for, I'm getting drunk, I'm at the party, we're in Miami, I hit it once, delete, block, ghost on Snapchat. That's what she's setting up for. Not this idea of, I'm gonna wife up a bitch that says unhinged on Twitter. The fact that she's on Twitter at all. What trad wife has a footprint on Twitter? Like, at most, she'll have like a 200 follower account with a bunch of like high school friends from like 5 years ago. That's fine. But if you're talking about having a Twitter with as many tweets as she does have, which is in 129 photos, geez, she has Ephesians 5. She has, let me read this. She has Ephesians chapter 5, verse 11. Take no part in the unfruitful works of darkness, but instead expose them. Take no part in the worthless deeds of evil and darkness, instead expose them. Okay, so basic Bible verse, whatever. Anyhow, she has a YouTube channel. We'll click on this as well. She's originally from Mississippi or something. And it's like, okay, well, I know why you interact with a lot of black people. There's a lot of black people in the Delta. So I guess that checks out. Now look at her uploads. LGBTQ, fierce Christian nationalism, okay? Confronting abortionists at the DC Women's March. Reparations for blacks, question. Again, what's up with all these black people? Like, what's up? What's up? Like, it's a little interesting, you know? It's like if every one of my videos were about, like, Indian women, you'd be like, okay, like, are you trying to send a subliminal, like, kink message? What's up with that? To hell with child sacrifice. These are the sort of terms that I don't like by a lot of people in the right wing. It's like, they're molesting our children. It's like, listen, let's calm down here. Like, don't get up your own ass about this stuff. Like, yeah, that's probably true, but okay, come on. You're taking yourself too serious. Okay, this one. Does abortion protect black women? Dude, what is up with that? Who gives a fuck? Like, aren't you a white chick or something? Like, hello? Anyway, biggest threat to the LGBTQ community. Bruh, it's just a bunch of gay shit. Like, hello? Like, she's obsessed with gay stuff, trans stuff, black stuff, pointing to a lot of weird directions here. I definitely don't cover that stuff on my channel as much, so... Anyway, let's look at more pictures, okay? So right now, we're working with a lot of pictures of other people. That's not really of consequence. I'm trying to see more of Ella Maulding, of course. Look at this. Look at this. Look how happy she is with this darker gentleman right here. Again, sus as fuck. This meth head. Jeez. Ella Maulding, tell us you're getting blacked without saying you're getting blacked. That's interesting. What about this?
Dollars in market value since they launched their kid-friendly Pride Month collection. From tuck-friendly swimsuits for children to their borderline Satan-inspired clothing, the corporation...
I don't like her accent. But as you can tell, like, personality-wise, she's relatively bland. She does not have a half of my charisma. And it's like, okay, let's boost it up, bitch. You have these fucking linebacker build. Come and fight me. Tackle me. Tackle me. You don't like what I'm saying. I don't know if she'll get that mad at me. Anyway, Ella, let's keep going through your stuff. Again, Shorty, why are you around these people? It's weird. It's fucking bizarre. All right. And look, she has a good side profile. She's hot here. Like, I'm not gonna cap, but it's like, bruh, like I don't want to see my wife in here. So again, you're not selling yourself nice. All right. And if anybody says, oh, she wouldn't want you, Lalo, that could very well be the case if she's lying to everybody. But it's like also, what, are you going to go for like some backup benched third string running back for fucking Ole Miss? Nigga, are you fucking kidding me? So does she really have room to say? I looked at the guy's height. He was like 5'7". Bro, we're back. 5'9" gang, we're back, okay? I'm not trying to date Ella Maulding. So anyway, let's keep going. She's saying that this shooting by this fucking Mexican is a psyop. Again, just completely made out of nowhere. Just assuming it. Okay. This like country bullshit. Oh, I have a mugshot of like this hick. So what? This is just so like low class. I don't like it. Let's keep going though. She has a dog pic. That's fine. A lot of Christian stuff. I'm not going to counter signal. Look how dark your skin is, babe. Your skin is darker than Lalo's and I'm fucking Mexican. If I had kids with Ella Maulding, I would be helping her out. Like, I'd be bleaching her kids at that point. And from what I understand, she's 3/4 white, 1/4 Burmese. That does not justify your fucking darkness. Stop tanning yourself. You're like Donald Trump. I mean, that's pretty obvious. Donald Trump looks better. His tan looks better. This bitch is so dark, man. Like, it's if you're a white guy and you get with Ella Maulding, it's like artificial. It's like trans race mixing. You know what I mean? And then look at this. Her following on TikTok before she was deleted this time had 257,000 followers. So TikTok, which is short form, doesn't need talents. You just need boobies and a pretty face. She does way better on that platform. I wonder why. Is it because she's lacking a personality that cannot carry a broadcast for more than 2 minutes at a time? Huh? Let's think about it that way, huh? How come her content on YouTube has only been thus far, from what I can tell, anti-gay stuff in person with her titties out? How about that? Let's question this. Anyhow, more IRL. Let's see.
Yeah, this is a conception.
She is so dark. Oh my god. She is so dark, man. Jesus. All right, let's keep looking. Keep looking, Lalo. Let's go. Cook. Okay. Again, another issue is the jawline for sure. Like 100%, it's too much. It's a little too much. I feel a little intimidated. You know, like imagine you're trying to French kiss Ella Maulding and her chin hits you before the lips do. Or imagine you're trying to kiss on her neck and her fucking jaw starts stabbing into your neck. Like, that's never happened for me because obviously I've not been with a girl with that's jawline is literally like fucking like crimson, you know? So it's like, bruh. So, I mean, that's definitely sus. Anyhow, let's keep going. Bruh, this is our country, Trump or no one. Really? Oh, you're conservative with your fucking tongue out? And I think I brought up this example before. It's, my grandmother told me, never stick out your tongue, it is satanic. And look at the context of when people stick out their tongue. Look at this, you fucking whore. What's up with that? That's so weird. That is so bizarre, woman. Look at that with the makeup. You know what she wants in there, dude. You know what she wants in that mouth. Fucking nasty with the gun. You're not supposed to hold it, like, oh, a girl holding a gun, that's so hot. No, it isn't, you fucking homos. Jeez, bro. Look at this. This guy says, you look like a porn actress and sound like an Al-Qaeda terrorist. It's a nice combination. Exactly. She looks like her jaw is just a little too strong. Her teeth are white and clean, but they're too big. Okay. Let's keep it going. What's this? Depending on the picture, she vacillates from like an 8 out of 10 to like a 5. It's like really stark. Let's keep going. What's this? Stand with Ukraine. She looks hot. Like here, she's banging. Like right here, like zoomed out. Like I'm stepping back. I'm like, okay. Like she's pretty hot. Like smoking even. But then you zoom in on the girl, and now you get a different view. Okay, you're like, okay, let's look. Let's look at this. Look at that, guys. Okay. So when the jawline is in the right angle, everything's like a good angle. She's pretty hot, like curve, boobs, like, okay, fine. Like I can see the potential here, but then you're going to sully yourself with this L content, posting Cole on the timeline. Almost every fucking tweet she makes is just retarded. It's to the point where you have a group chat with the boys and you're like, hey, oh my God, look at what Ella posted on Twitter. Because it's so fucking stupid. It's like just pearly things. Even with like the getting blacked part too. Just that you just so happen to be younger and hotter, Ella. That's basically the difference. Oh my Lord. So again, she looks really attractive here, but she typically doesn't look like that, okay? So keep that in mind. Anyhow, let's keep looking. And this is just Twitter, by the way. Okay, guys. I don't need to say anything with this picture. I don't need to say a word with this picture. Do I need to say anything? Hello? What's up, nigga? Anyhow, I'll give this another 10 seconds because, you know, I think we've already completely fulfilled our requirements for the day on her Twitter. Okay, let's look at her body here. Again, really nice. But who looks more feminine? Low-key, Carrie Lake, more feminine if you account for the hair difference. Oof. Okay. 10 more seconds. 9, 8, 7. She's making a skin cancer reference because people say she's going to get skin cancer. Why do they say that? Because she has bad skin. Interesting. Let's look at her Instagram. Let's go all the... Okay, 24,000 followers, by the way. Let's go all the way down. And we're going to see what type of girl we're working with. So, evidently, she's had a track record for a long time. I've known of Ella since, like, COVID, basically, like, 3 years ago. So I know a lot of the lore, and I'm leaving like a good 80% of it out because I don't want to be reading Kiwi Farms and stuff like that. So, I mean, this is her like as a little kid, so we're going to skip through that, obviously, through high school. Okay, skip. I didn't know it was this early on in life. Holy shit. Okay, let's go up. Okay, this is a Trump thing. I'm assuming she's like a year older than me, so she's like, what, like 17, 18? Okay, whatever. Again, posting in the bikini while you're still in high school, probably. In the bikini, Trump hat, hello, e-girl check. Can we get a whore check? Oh, this is so funny. Greedy ugly god says, lose some weight, please. Maybe you'll then be a bit pretty. Even then, your tan is fucking horrendous. Take after Trump, are you? Ooh, that's funny. Okay. Let's keep going. All right. So she's over here, another conservative thought. I think her name is Emily Sturridge with the big tits. Holy, okay, again, she's, you know, look, I would, by the way, but it's like, are we going to commit to this is the question. Would we really honestly commit to this? No. But let's not dredge up anybody else in these pics, okay? We're going to keep it solely on Ella Maulding. Okay, this picture. Again, her jaw is just a little bit intimidating. What I think could happen, I was looking into being a plastic surgeon in the 10th grade. What you would want to do, similar to a rhinoplasty, is just break the fuck out of her jaw, and then when it regrows, have it be smaller and more feminine, okay? So, Ella Maulding, all you need to do is let me throw a softball at your face. Catch it with your chin. We can make you more feminine. I'm kidding, obviously. But, I mean, seriously, though. Okay, what about this? This was in D.C. This was March. Okay. Whatever. That's fine. What's this? Okay, she turned 18 when? March of 2020. Okay, so she's 2 months older than me. Again with the jaw. Again with the jaw, bro. Okay, this. Whatever. Okay, bikini pic. Again, she's hot, but it's like also, keep in mind what we're working with in the mandible area. She's in Houston. Again, pretty slutty. Skyline, pool. Look at what the people are saying here. Babe, you're so pretty, model for us, drop dead gorgeous, all that sort of shit, okay? So again, whore behavior. You can tell if it's a whore picture by the comments, because if she were fully in a turtleneck, you're not going to get too much horny posting in there, so that's your fault. Okay. This picture. Okay. This one, on my way to save the country. Why? Because you're lying on a road with your tits out? Is that it? Dude, really? Is that what makes you saving the country? What has she done for the country? And then she has like her ugly tan friend as well to like make her look good, I guess. Here she is in, I think, Vegas. No, it isn't. Anyway. Okay, another set of 2 e-girls. I forget what her name is. I think that's like what? Rocky Point? No, it isn't. All right, let's keep looking. She goes to college here, right? No, that was high school. Okay, whatever. But okay, so she has like fairly typical pictures there. What about this? She moves to Texas. Dude, her tits are fucking massive, okay? I can't cap. They're fucking huge. All right. Like if you can compare like bra size to height, her like boob height is like 6'4". Like they're fucking huge, okay? But I mean, I'm getting a little distracted here. What about this? Back to my roots. Okay, whatever. I'm not going to counter signal. She's with Joe Kent here. Okay. John Doyle. me and the boys really made fun of Doyle for the stupid ass picture, and he's like, oh, I'm being ironically cringe. Nigga, you are cringe. I love you, John, but it's like, also, come on, really? You're not gonna catch me dead doing that. I would rather just grow up her ass than do that bullshit right there. Yeah, no, I can see what he's doing here. And then obviously we have some people we may or may not be friends with that we're not going to announce here. Okay. She's here with another e-girl. I might make a video about this chick too on the right, this cute blonde one. I think her name is, what's her name? Avery Janelle. Okay. 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 Normal. Okay, now here is a prime example of hoe material. She says, come and take it. Okay, bitch, you have an unloaded AR-15, right? Again, not feminine. That's in your masculine. I don't like that. It's like, oh, I'm a patriotic whore. I'm at the country bar with my tits. Give me beer. That's the sort of, like, I've seen girls like you, Ella. It's not good. It's not conservative. You're going to end up 35 big sagging titties saying like, oh my God, I love my gun rights. Why are you firing a gun? You're a fucking girl. You're a girl. You are a fucking woman, apparently. She's where? At a rally? Okay. Sure. What about this? Again, another gun post. I don't think that's cute. Owning libs on the daily. Babe, it's 2021. You're posting that. Wow. What about this? Put a bullet in my eyes before I comply. I think she would rather have a black dick between her eyes than anything that she said on that fucking board. How about that? Wherever the wind takes me. Is that really a conservative thing to say? Wherever the wind takes me? That sounds like the most liberal 28-year-old Jew living in Seattle sort of like caption for an Instagram story I've ever heard of. Okay, this one. This one, she looks really hot here, okay? But then look at this. Resistance is evil. Resistance to evil is obedience to God. She invokes God over here while she has a fucking gun in her crotch, as if that's supposed to be like, you think God would support you putting a gun in your Lululemon or whatever? Really? Really? And again, she's very, like, this is very sexy to me, but it's also, why do you put the gun in there? I mean, oh, but I'm so conservative. How about I see you shoot a gun? I mean, at that point, you can at least tell that it's something. Okay. Again, Skyline is just very antithetical to wifing a girl up. And it's not even like it's bad to be near a Skyline, but it just reflexively makes me not like you. Okay. Wait, oh, wait. Hold on. There was a ton of fucking text here. I don't want to read. I don't care. What's this? Finally, a local. Okay, so she's like where, in Dallas or something? I like the sheets. Okay, fine. Whatever. Did she post her dad on here? Okay. I'll probably just let that slide. Yeah, whatever. Her mom looks like her, by the way. Anyway, let's look at this. If God is for us, who can be against us? Romans chapter 8, verse 31. Okay. So here she is. Sheesh. Dude, her jaw is just so apparent. Like, God. All right, what about this? More bikini, more titties, more cleavage. Okay, what's this? Is this like an Easter post? Yeah. Okay, whatever. It's fine. This one. Again, her skin is fucking felted. Look at her skin, bro. You can see like the rosacea. Is that rosacea? She's supposed to have like whitish pink skin, but instead it's like brown and pink. It looks like a very rare steak. A very rare steak. Look how burnt her skin is. And you can hardly tell she has green eyes. She basically looks like, imagine the hottest Indian girl, like fully Indian from New Delhi. Like the whitest Indian girl, that would be a Maulding. Whereas you're supposed to look white. You're looking not even Latina. You're looking burnt. She looked like a fucking mermaid stranded in Bermuda for a couple hours too long in the sun, okay? Getting bathed and cooked. Okay? She's with her girlfriends. This is a sussy, what am I looking at? This black guy's fucking wasted. And like when they're around this guy, like again, not reflexively going to be the most attractive thing for most of your fan base. Okay. She's out shooting with guys. Okay, finally she's shooting a gun. It took her like 2 years of posting them before I saw her actually do it. Okay. What about this? Away from all the madness. Bruh. How many pictures do I need of your boobs? I literally have 100 pulled up and it's only been like 20 minutes. Jesus Christ. Let's keep looking. Mississippi nationalism. U.S.? That doesn't even make sense. And she's over here with the cocktail dress or whatever. Again, at a concert or something. Big boobs. Booty shorts. Who the fuck is that guy? Yikes. What about this? Again, the same problem. Okay. Anyhow. What about this? Skyline, again, not a good look. What else? The black guy, okay. All right, more. The city's gonna look a whole lot different when we take control. Why? When we take control us? You mean we take control US? What? Can this bitch even spell check? Hello? She looks like such a dork with the MAGA hat, as if she could even articulate anything that's not been said by a guy before, honestly. Okay, so now we have a picture with Alex Stein, a picture with Mr. Sus. What else do we have? The crazy state senator Wendy Rogers from Arizona, whoever the fuck this small midget is. Blake Masters, a Mexican, some e-girls, Smiley the Fed, another e-girl that's busted as fuck in her 20s probably. Okay. Post-Roe generation. A ton of... Dude, I've honestly seen more black guys than white guys on her Instagram. Isn't that kind of weird? A little bit? Like, I don't think I've seen too many Latinos either. It's kind of sus. Kind of sus. It's like an affirmative action pussy is what we're looking at right now. A sentient fleshlight. Affirmative action pussy. Interesting. But yeah, look at that. What about this? Again, country singer, whatever. And what else? She has that video that went semi-viral. She has her doggies. Okay, fine. And then we have her picture here with her TikTok friends. Okay. A black guy, more black people. Again, I'm noticing a pattern. There's nothing really wrong with blacks, obviously, but I'm just saying it's kind of weird that a girl that's supposed to be like based and right wing is around so much mystery meat. It's like a little weird. Also, look at this. Pure happiness while I'm grabbing at my boobs. Really? Conservative, by the way. Okay. I think we can just skip on the stories, so I think we get the idea. Another Arab. Okay, bruh. Anyhow, so I'll give you the big screen treatment, and we're basically going to wrap it up here. So the verdict on Ella Maulding, is she a 304, which means hoe, or a wifey? Personally, I think she's a hoe. 110%. The mantra of no e-girls never stays vindicated for the most part. And it seems to me as if, again, she's an attractive girl. She's young enough. She's like my age. You're a 20-year-old girl. You're attractive. You have big boobs, whatever. You have youth on your side. You're a Christian. Okay. So at that point, you're really like the ball's in your court. Like you would have to really fuck up your social media presence for me to not want to date you, Ella. Turns out I don't want to date you. Why? Because you're posting so much on Twitter and all that, and just on its own is a bad thing. Moreover, you're going to go ahead and post Cole on the timeline, virtue signaling, posting Bible quotes, stuff that doesn't even make sense, typos in the stories that you post. A lot of black guys, like, hello, kind of weird. You know, it's like, are you Future? Are you Drake's Story? Like, are you on the Little Yachty fucking Instagram page? Like, why is there so many brothers on there? Kind of sus. Then we know there's a track record that I won't really elaborate upon when it comes to darker gentlemen and her taste in men. Anyhow, and that's not even touching the blue ball story. There's so much lore I'm leaving out, but I'm being a professional. So if Ella's watching this, which she probably will, basically the verdict is that you are a little bit too online. And what I mean is that you ought to log off. If you're a real conservative girl, you ought not strive for the attention of people on the internet. And by virtue of you being a lot more famous on TikTok means that you're not talented enough to have a big enough following or enough of a work ethic. I'll cut you some slack. Maybe you are talented, but you're not posting enough on YouTube to warrant any sort of fame. And again, if I were in your position and I had big titties and your crimson jawline, I could probably get more famous. But the fact is that you're working with a lot of things to your advantage and you're not making the most of it. And so you ought to work harder. And by work harder, I mean either just log off and marry somebody, or if you're going to be a content creator, get good at it. Okay. So take notes from people that are actually good at it, like Vince Dow or something, and maybe you'll do better. And realistically speaking, again, she's not like, I don't hate her personally. I don't think I don't interact with her or anything. So it's not even a personal thing, but it's like, there's too many people I see on the TL that are praising Ella, that she's so hot, she's so trad. And it's like all of you that do that need to literally reconsider your life choices. Start learning what the taste of the fucking double barrel shotgun feels like. Learn how it tastes, lick the barrel, pull a trigger, maybe. Anyway, the point is that realistically speaking, these simps need to stop. She's not worth wifing at all. And this girl is so insane that on one hand, I could believe that she's a virgin. And on the other hand, I could believe that she sucked like 10 black dicks. I honestly don't even know what to make of it. It's really weird. Because, again, I'm not going to like say anything private, but it's like she's a tease with a lot of other guys, but a big attention whore with other ones. It's a very complicated process. So anyways, the verdict on Ella Maulding is that she's a 304. And what do I rate her out of 10? like I said before, she vacillates between being an 8 out of 10, like smoke show, like would, like 100%. She has like the sex appeal of like a double cheeseburger with bacon. But then other pictures, it's like you have the sex appeal of like a cold Whopper because like the jawline and just like everything. Like, listen, ideally Ella is an 8 out of 10, but because of a lot of issues like her jawline or her tanning, which is so gross. The tanning in and of itself, you have to remove 2 points because it's like, bitch, you're darker than me and I'm Mexican, okay? Like, how are you 50% whiter than I am? Like genetically, you're more European and yet you're browner than I am. It's really weird. And I think that's a turnoff for virtually everyone. So get your life in order. And you might say, oh, I'm not being a slut. It's like, yes, you are. You're posting your cleavage everywhere. And I get it. Like, you're going to have cleavage on almost every sort of like girly modern top now because they're so huge. That's not your fault. But at the same time, it's like, well, realistically, then wear a fucking sweater or like something. I don't know what girls do, but like wear looser stuff because you're getting people's attention through your sexuality. Imagine if you were in the body of the average guy, how many views you would get. You'd get fucking nothing, Ella Maulding. That's the bottom line. So you don't have talent. You're ran through, or even if you're like a virgin, you're like one of these like 20-year-old like high strung like anal virgins, you know what I mean? Like the type of girl that would do everything short of sex. And it's like at that point you're just a tease. But yeah, so just pick a side already. Log off the internet, date a Christian guy, marry him soon. And if you're not going to do that, then at least put better effort into your content. I can give you some pointers if you pay me. Anyway, comment down below what you thought. 3 or 4 wifey. Verdict is she's a 304. Throw her out to the streets. She belongs to the streets, guys. Bye.